Well folks, welcome back to the workshop. Today we've got a big long Makita Hedge cutter on for repair. This is the DUH751, brushless version. This is the bigger, longer one. They also do a DC version, nice and short, a wee short machine. It's actually quite a decent wee machine it is. This is the more heavy duty one for doing bigger cuts with a brushless motor. This one the customer says is running, but intermittently I think. A lot of the time the problem with these things can be the safety lever up top. The wee switch goes or the switch inside isn't making full contact. I don't know if that's the problem here. Because it says it does switch on, it just won't keep running. Actually don't put up my bench here. One fart. No, I say it works on low speed, but it doesn't actually. It's actually shutting down whenever I move it. I wonder if this is more to do with a wiring problem. I see. Not doing anything now. Yeah. Hold it a certain way, it tries to run. So I'm guessing this has an electrical problem. A wire somewhere inside might be just either shorted out, cut or damaged. Whenever you move it a certain way or twist the handle, it starts to sort of make contact, but once the motor runs, the blades move and it starts to vibrate, starts losing contact. It's the only thing about brushless motors, they're very precise. Once they lose contact at all, they generally shut down. Brushed machine, if the cables are broken or misconnected or loose, they start rattling around. The thing just keeps on running. It might hunt and go up and down a little bit, but it will keep on running. These here, once they just lose connection for a split second, it just shuts down. You have to pull the triggers again to get it up and running. So hopefully this might be an easy fix. Now I say easy. Could be an easy fix, but not easy to get onto. Basically three parts of these things. You've got the safety handle and cover, you've got this body here, and you've got the rear handle then. So you have to dismantle everything to get into this one. I can't take off that whole arm, can I? Yeah, don't need to anyway. It's just a safety handle. Push this in to actually start. That's just actually activating a wee switch inside. It's just two halves and a few springs. A little rubber damper down the side. That's just actually holding the top half of your blade assembly. So once that's off, this is just sort of flapping around. hoping it would be here. And it is there. There's the problem there, look. Blue wire is actually broken off. I don't know if that's a manufacturing fault or just general fatigue. Maybe they put it on, twisted the wire maybe. Maybe it was pulled too tight, I'm not sure. But hopefully we can fix this. That's all this. It's not the cause, but sure as hell ain't going to help. We might open this up anyway. Actually, we'll just open it. Now the good thing about this, you can replace the stator if it gets damaged. Sadly, you can't replace that board. That wee board is part of the controller unit. It's hardwired onto it, so I can't just replace it. All I can do is repair it. Because the stator is sold separately, I can at least remove it from the stator. Just get that out of the way for now. And we'll just focus on this. Not good. Leaves and that can get on there anyway. That's going to cause the motor to overheat in time anyway. Nice wee rotor that's on it, mind you. It's nicely made. NMB bearings as well. This is what we need to look at. Hardly even need to take that off the board actually. Work from here. Hopefully my big fat awkward soldering iron will actually get into this, because that is a very small gap to work on. It's broken off of there. By the looks of it, it was wrapped over the top of that red wire. Probably would have been better tucked under or something, but it's in between the red and the yellow. As you can see from there, they're all starting to fatigue, at least the plastic is. Red, white and yellow. The sheath's all cracked at the bottom. So whenever I get this one back on, I must reinforce it with a wee bit of hot glue to make sure they rest and don't break as well. I'm going to remove a little bit of this glue just to get to that solder joint and just touch that up and put this lead back on again. I'm constantly going back and checking the computer too, because I'm meant to be doing a live conversation with Lewis Holmes or somebody on Instagram, but it's actually a scam. I'll post a video about it later, but the crack is they send you an email saying they're a big Instagram or YouTube person looking to do a podcast interview together. And once you say yes, then they'll ask you to do a wee preliminary interview over Zoom. And then once you're on the Zoom call, then they'll ask you to screen share your device so that they can set up your device perfectly for the live interview. But they'll actually just screen share or access your accounts then onto Instagram and Facebook and hack your accounts and steal your pages. So they think I'm joining them for a live chat here now. and I'm just watching the emails coming on. I'm asking me to hurry up and join. So I'll just waste their time for a little bit longer before letting them know they'll not be getting anything from me. Scanned once, not going to be done again. But it's one to watch out for. If you get somebody else in it from somebody's management team looking to do a podcast and they're looking to screen share for a Zoom meeting, walk away. It's just a scam. It's the latest one going around. This is an awkward little thing to get into. And I just need to free up that solder joint. Right, I've no new tips for the soldering iron. Mine's just way too fat. So I had to just grind it down. Not exactly what you want to be doing, but I need something finer. Mine was about half the thickness of my pinky, and I need it about half a hen's ear. I might just do a wee extendo on this instead. Now all we want is a good dab of hot glue to hold it all down. To make sure they don't move again. I'm going to go a little bit further back too, just to guarantee they don't move. Let that cure. Right, that's it set. Nice and hard, holding the wires. The rest of them that are cracked should be supported as well. Now, not good the breeze actually getting in here, because long term that could cause you trouble. How old is this thing? It's actually 2018. It's actually not doing too bad. It's 7 years old. I thought this was only a few years old actually, but no. She's done a right bit of work then. More than I actually thought. Sadly, hedge cutters don't last as long as what they used to. Sometimes you used to get the old Bosch green ones lasting 10 years or so. The old Bosch DIY stuff. But I just find modern ones, the bigger ones, even this, don't last anywhere near as long. There's no real excuse for it, because a hedge cutter, even though this is a big machine, isn't actually doing all that much. It's not like it's under much of a load. They're sharp blades cutting through twigs. Hard to jam them unless you're going through a branch. Generally, they have a good long run time as well. No, going the wrong way. They're the ones for the bottom. I need these for the plastic. This one seems to be lasting a wee bit better anyway. If she's that old. But still, you don't like to see that. Just make sure these are tight enough, because it's this little plastic cover that's supporting the motor. Any play from this, and the armature is going to be rubbing off the stator and generating a lot of heat. Now, make sure the motor is clean. Don't need to do much more, because let's face it, it's a hedge cutter. It's going to be out working anyway. So wires actually come on this way. You'd think it'd be the other way around, but it's not. Line that up. Get the gears in. Might think it's pushed down, but make sure it goes down all the way. Keep wiggling, jiggling until it actually drops in. Shouldn't be forcing it down, it should drop in and stay down. There's the machine screws that go on this end. I have a light on here just to help see what I'm doing, but I can hear a whine of it. I don't know if you can hear it in the camera, but I'm going to turn it off just in case. So a LED cordless one, and you can hear a high pitched whine just coming from it. Not what you want if you're listening to a video, not what I want in my ear. I'd rather squint than listen to that all evening. This wire goes up and around, and this has to drop in. And the switch sliding in here. Just get the switch on first, and then this. Try to do it without straining any more wires. You can see now by twisting the handle caused that to start and stop. So twisted around it would have been pulling that wire, causing it to break the connection. This wee boy also dropped out. It's not from down there. There's two little plastic boys up here as well on the other side of the cover. And the other places here. Yeah, dropped out of there. And also you have the wee rubber or silicone boy for this one, just to support the top. Now it all looks kind of flimsy. You have to just hold it all together, because this can all just lift out and this can all fall out. Seems very flimsy, but that's actually the way it is. Mightn't seem too secure, but it is right. It sort of just hangs there. It's just a bit awkward to hold it all when working on it. Need a bit more juice. Now, that's that bit. The handle, just hold it together, slide it on here. That'll actually pick it up under the back of there and engaging with the switch we put on first. Don't worry about that. No, actually we do worry about that. It has to go on this side. One on the top and one on the bottom. It sits up there. Rubber on the bottom. And there's this one here on top. And then it's the two together with this bolt supports the actual cutter head. Also, make sure you get into the right hole. Make sure you're not getting in here. Holes in the center, but if you're off to one side, you'll actually want to here. See, if that's not lined up right, you can miss it completely. Sometimes it might be just better to disassemble that little rubber to make sure you're going into the right hole. That's better. One wee finger protector, 2 screws, and then 2 side screws here for the side of the safety switch. One there and one there. And hopefully that'll keep this thing running for another few years. At least the motor's got a little clean out as well. Now, does that sort it out? Get everything out of the way so we don't cut anything in half. Now, look at that. Running full power all the time and no longer starting and stopping. Nice one. That's just a wee quick release function, just in case you get a branch or something stuck on the actual cutters. These are running one way. You hit that, it runs it in reverse just for a split second, just in case it's actually gone on and jammed up something. It just takes it back so you can release it. Runs it without actually getting it going full speed, just enough to move the blade enough to clear whatever's jamming it. One wee click and then it runs full speed again, the right direction. That's her, folks. That's how you fix up your Makita DUH751 if you get an intermittent starting and stopping problem. If you pull the trigger and it only runs for a split second, could be a broken wire inside. And if you rotate this handle and it starts doing the same thing, it's definitely a broken wire. But it's on that little controller going to the stator. It's an easy fix. A little bit of solder, a wee bit of heat glue, sorts the problem out, get you up and running again. Nice, cheap and easy fix. They look fairly complicated, but they're actually not that bad. Easy enough to work on. You just need to take a few wee bits off to open up this cover and just take a wee picture if you need to know where all the wire and everything goes back into. But that's her. That's how you fix them. If you have any problems with your Makita Hedge cutter. As always, folks, if you're liking the videos, give us a wee like and a follow down below. And if you want to help out the channel, so you can hit that share button as well. Till next time, folks, chat to you later.